Hello. In this video, we are going to talk about resolving 302 errors that can intermittently occur during SRM fulfillment creation. Okay, so here's my system, and we can see here that I've got a 302 error on it. And these will occur intermittently, timing issues on the SRM out create app request. So what we need to do to resolve that is this is actually a defect that's been addressed in a future release of the product, but to work around the issue, there's an escalation that we need to modify, and it's the CAI event retry event if error. Now, here's the key thing that needs to be added to it. We only want to deal with the 302 error when it is trying to do a fulfillment creation. So you notice that all these others, the 90, 93, 94, we want to try them no matter what type of event it is. But with this one, the 302, we only want to try it if it's this SRM out create up request, which is the one that's going to create a fulfillment ticket. So we do an overlay on this filter, and we add the SRM out create up request and 302 to the end of it, as we see here. Now, I've set it to disable temporarily because it runs every minute, and I didn't want it to reprocess that failed event, for the purpose of this video. So I'm not going to set it back to enable just yet. So what you'd want to do if we want to just confirm that this is working as expected afterwards, if you grab this event GUID, we can go over to CI event parameters. I've pasted it in here, and we can get our request number. So I don't know if I've got the request pulled up. Let me check. No, let me get this request up. And we see that we've got an error, of course, here on our view process area there. So what we'll do now is let's go back to Dev Studio. That's first of all, let's make note of this event number. It is 758. All right, so now we'll go back to Dev Studio. We'll set this thing back to enabled. We'll save it. No, it's going to run every minute, but let's just go ahead and kick it off here with the run now command. And then once we refresh, we see that 758 is gone. And if we come in here, we'll just go ahead and refresh this search. We see the event error is gone, and we have our work order ID. So that worked around that issue that can occur intermittently. While we're here, one other thing I want to show you is if you have a bunch of old CI event records that you want to clean up, there is an out-of-the-box escalation that can be temporarily modified, and you can update it as needed to update the status and the return code, whatever you want to update in there as meets your requirements here to clean some of these older records up. The key reason to use this escalation is it deletes the parameter records as well. Because if we come in here and look at this one, there's obviously just one CI event record, but if you just delete that, look what you're leaving behind in your database that are going to kind of be orphaned. So we've got all these other records that need to be cleaned up. That's why I would recommend doing an overlay on this escalation or copying it to a new one temporarily and just updating the runif to match whatever kind of events you want to clean up in here so that it gets rid of not only the CI events record, but the parameter records. Thank you for your time.